All right, all right. So what's up, guys? It's me, Shon-Jhon, the Middleman CEO. So for the next 45 minutes to an hour, I'm going to teach you what I've been doing since 2020, which is using my phone. Yes, my phone and only my phone. I don't do any of the work. I don't use my hands. I only use my phone to make money. And so what I've been doing since 2020 is called the Middleman Blueprint. So I have a middleman business. Whenever I initially started in 2020, all I was able to make that year was only 77,000. I wish I would have made more, but still not bad because I was working from home, right? And so fast forward to 2024, which is this year, and as of now, we are on pace to do $350,000 for the year. So to me, that's a win. To me, that's a great, great advantage because, again, the most important thing for me, for my family, is the time that we get to spend with each other and the life we get to live because of it. So one thing I figured out very quickly is that if you want to go through life making someone else wealthy and struggling, then all you have to do is keep trading your time for money. Time for money is the formula or the success formula for what I call struggle life. But I learned very quickly that the rich and wealthy, they don't trade time for money. They switch it around. They use money to buy time, meaning that they know that the most valuable thing is not the money. The most valuable thing is the time. So they use the money to buy the time, and this gives them freedoms. Now, one thing I always talk about with you guys, I talk about freedom, right? Freedom is one of my favorite F words, right? And so freedom represents the freedoms that I look forward to the most, that I enjoy the most in my life. 3 freedoms: financial freedom, right? Time freedom, probably the most valuable, and then lifestyle freedom. Lifestyle freedom is simply, how do you want to live your life? Where do you want to live? What do you want to do? How much money you want to make? What do you want to eat? What kind of car you want to drive? What kind of house you want to buy? So one of the most important things is lifestyle freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. These are all freedoms that I focus on. Now, I realized very quickly that if I trade my time for money on a thing called a job, there's no way I'm going to get these freedoms. Jobs are not designed to make me free. Jobs are not designed to make you free. Jobs are designed to make companies rich off of your hard work. So you go out, you do all the hard work, nothing wrong with having a job, and you find out very quickly that the hard work is not paying off, because you know people like to say, well, the hard work is paying off, or if you can't do it, or if it's not getting done, work harder, try harder. And that's not true. You look at the people that have all of the money, they're not trying harder. They're not doing all the work. They're not the ones going home in the afternoon tired and worn out. They're the ones at the top who make the majority of the money and get to do what they want. So while you're slaving away in an office, they're on a yacht. They're on vacation with their families. You get a 1-week vacation, 2 if you're good. They've been gone for a month and still getting more money than you. So I found out very quickly that if I go through life trading time for money, I'm only going to end up on the struggle bus. Faster I go, the faster I'm going to be there. And then I figured out, wait a minute, the rich aren't doing those things. They're not looking for jobs. They're looking for businesses so that they can be free. See, the rich understand that the real financial breakthrough, the real financial blessing, the real financial gain, it's not the money. It's the time. See, poor people are going to tell you that the most important thing is the money. And the rich people are going to tell you that the most important thing is the time. Now, if you trade your time for money, you cannot be free. There's nothing wrong with having a job. I just want to help you to understand that a job is probably not going to give you freedom, and you don't want to be there the rest of your life. So what I do, I've taught myself, basically learned this on my own, how to make money using only my phone. So what do? Right? Well, I told you I have a middleman company, 77 grand the first year, on pace to do 350,000 this year, hopefully more, but still 350 is not bad because, again, I don't have to leave the house to do this. This money's all made online. This money's all made with my phone. So what do? Right? Well, first of all, have you ever heard of a company called Uber? I know you have. Have you ever heard of a company called AIRBNB? These companies are worth billions of dollars, not millions, billions, right? Now the question's got to be asked, okay, Shon, they're worth billions of dollars, but what exactly do they do? Glad you asked. These are what I call middleman companies. All these companies do, and let me know if I'm right in the comments. You guys let me know. All these companies do is Uber finds a driver, which is a customer. So they find a rider. So someone needs a ride. So Uber goes out and they find a customer, right? That's the first thing Uber does. They get that customer to contact them through their app, and they book that customer's information. Am I good so far? Second thing that Uber does is they take that customer's information, dispatch it out using their app to someone who's going to drive them around. So Uber takes the rider, capture their information, connects them to a driver, dispatch, and then Uber gets paid in the gap, and we're going to call that a deposit for us. Uber gets paid right here when a connection is made. Uber makes a deposit. Now, whatever they make, I'm not sure. I teach you to make about $150 per deposit, and that's a deposit commission. So I want to teach you how to book customers, how to take deposits, and then dispatch the work to someone else and let them go off and do all the work. Is that okay? So tell me, based on what I've put here, do you guys believe that Uber and Airbnb are middleman companies? Do you guys believe that Uber and Airbnb don't do the hard work? That these companies, they don't go out and find people. They don't go out. Uber doesn't go out every time they book a job or a rider. They don't go out and find someone who's going to drive them. They don't go out and jump in their cars. They don't, because they know you're going to jump in your car. So they create a platform essentially that's going to give you a way to make extra money, but also benefit them. So we're going to take this blueprint. It's only right that I put it in blue. We're going to take Uber, Airbnb, and it's not just them. It doesn't stop there. There's Instacart. There's LYFT. There's Uber Eats and so many others. We're going to take this blueprint and then we're going to use it to make money for ourselves. Now, all we need is a phone. So if you have, here's what you need to qualify to start your own middleman business today. Just a phone. So if you have a phone, congratulations, you can start a middleman business today. So you have a phone, your middleman business is ready to go. Now, what do? Glad you asked, right? So I'm going to teach you what nobody taught me. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is that there are a bunch of industries you can choose from. I can literally fill up this whole entire board in my office. And I even talked to someone today, and this might blow your mind. I was talking to one of my students today who's in the live training and who's in the masterclass. And he's out, he's in Houston, and he's probably watching today. And he's probably watching right now. And he told me, he said, I said, what industry are we going into so we could go ahead and get started on building your business, getting your customers? And he shocked me because the first industry this is the first time this has ever happened to me, and it's not on the board, and I never would have thought about this, but I think it's pretty cool. And he's down, because if you're in the masterclass, by itself, you get just a masterclass. If you're in the VIP, you get coaching one-on-one from me and group coaching. And so he's telling me in the coaching session today, and he says that he's going to do the music industry. And so I'm sitting there, because I always say that, hey, once you learn how to do this, you're going to see so many industries, and you're going to be like, I can middleman that, I can middleman that, I can middleman all of this. They all need middleman. I can make money off all this. And he and I are talking, and I say, well, what industry is it? And he says this, he says, the music industry. And so I'm sitting there and I'm wrecking my brain trying to figure out how do you middleman a music industry? What? That's a digital product. How do you do that? And nothing wrong with digital products, which I love because it means you could make money all over the country and you don't have to be in a certain area. And he said, well, I have a friend who mixes and masters music, so it's fit for the radio quality. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And he was like, they charge a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get customers for him. He's already agreed to work with me. I'm going to get customers for him. And then I'm going to take a deposit for every customer I book. And I was like, get out of here. I never thought about the music industry as a potential way to make money. Are you kidding me? And this was true. And if he's on, he could tell you himself. And I thought it was hilarious. So for just based on what he told me today, I think I need to put it on the list. So here's my list of companies or middleman industries that you can jump into. Now, you don't have to do any of these. I'm just giving you like a list of potentials. And I don't have everything on it. I could fill up this entire board, but here's some I like, right? Because I try to get you about $100, $150 deposits. I have students doing more than that. That's cool. But if I could get you around 100, 150 per customers, you can be, you can be in a good position where you're making money. So real quick, music industry, shout out to my boy down in Houston. Website design industry, I'm in that. Cleaning service, I'm in that. I have a cleaning service in Florida, although I'm here in Texas. Moving service, that's where I started. I'm in that. You could also create middleman a lawn care service. You can middleman a painting service. I have friends who do paintings. Easy middleman. All I'm doing is booking a job for them, taking a deposit, and sending the work to them. It's a little more go into it, but it's really that simple. TV mounting pays a lot. You can middleman that. Hauling junk, hauling trash, you can middleman that. AC and heating, you can middleman that. Graphic design. Hey, I need to get, so if somebody comes on and say, hey, I need to get a t-shirt printed and whatnot. You ever go out to the t-shirt printing places like I do and they print the material? When I'm sitting there, I'm going, man, they're doing all this work in here. You know what I would do? Because I see y'all are committed and y'all going to do all the work. I'm just going to go get a customer and send them to you. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not doing any of this printing. I don't want to learn. I don't want to do. You know how to do it. You already have those skills. You need customers because you're always busy. Let me go get some customers for you. And then you pay me for my partnership. I'll hook you up, right? Pressure washing. I got a student out in Atlanta. Let me see. What did he do? He was on one of my videos. He did, I want to say he did about 3,500 the first month. So still not bad. And the main thing is you learn to do this blueprint. So I'm going to teach you how to book, deposit, and dispatch. And then you're going to use that to create your own middleman business. Now, you get to choose what industry you want. My advice to you is start with one. So my advice to you is start with one industry. The reason I say that is because, yes, I know it's very easy, and I've had students that's trying to do multiple. Listen, don't do that. Just do this. Pick an industry you like, and you can get you some ISPs, independent service professionals, match with them, book, deposit, dispatch in that industry, learn your business, learn the industry, learn your customer, learn how to promote, learn everything. Come back in 90 days, and then you can either get into another industry or go into a different market or a different city. But if you don't know what you're doing, then it makes no sense to bring customers in. It's just going to be chaos. So pump your brakes, go slow. Let me teach you how to do it. Within the next 90 days or so, you can grow your business more. Because everybody comes in, they get so excited and they're ready to just go, go, go. And I'm like, hey, pump your brakes. Listen, the money's going to be there. The customers need you. But they also need you to know what you're doing. So you don't want to have a bad experience and customers don't like the experience. Now you got a problem. So trust me, learn your business, go slow. I'm always okay if my students get 2 customers a day booked. So let's say you're doing an average deposit of $150 and you book only 2 customers a day. That's not even a lot. 2 customers a day. Now the customers can contact you. When you book a customer, the customer can contact you for the booking. The customer can contact you, phone call, text, or email. The customer is simply going to reach out to you and say, hey, I see you're promoting your, for instance, your home cleaning service. I'd like to get a quote from you. Perfect. Tell me what you got. Give me a little information about it. That could be through a text script, an email script, or a call script. I give you my templates so you can use those. It's so simple. Just use what I give you. You can, now if you choose another industry and mine are tailored for certain industries, just change some wording around. It's a template and you still got your script. Don't say moving if you're in the hauling industry. Say hauling. It's that easy, right? And so you get to decide how the customers reach out to you, because when you promote your business, you're going to say, hey, get a quote, call me for it, text me for it, email. So for instance, if you're at work during the day, but you still want to run your middleman business, you might say, hey, text me for a quote, email for a quote. And I'll teach you how to go through all that, how to set up your phone, how to get the voice messages set up, all that stuff. I'll teach you all that, so don't worry. And now customer reaches out to you. Let's say, for instance, you're in home cleaning. So a customer reaches out to you and said, hey, saw your promotion, saw your ad, would like to get a quote for home cleaning. You say, bet, tell me a little bit about your home, because you're probably thinking, well, what do I say when they ask for a quote? Well, you're going to send them a quote script. Well, where do I get that from? I'm going to give it to you. And you just customize it. And I teach you how to do that. You send that back to them. They look at it, go, well, 2-bedroom house, blah, blah, blah. Give it back to you. Get a quote. Customer says, yep, you're right. I like it. I'll book with you. And the customer says, hey, can you do it on this day at this time? Hey, no problem. Got you locked in. Now, in order to go ahead and confirm this, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, because we can do the job on this day at this time for this amount of money. We're not doing the job, someone else. Then we're going to go ahead and take a confirmation deposit. So this is a reservation deposit that guarantees that we'll be able to come out and service you. If you don't pay me a deposit, I can't schedule you. So customers want to get scheduled. They're like, hey, how do I pay it? Now, if you're having a conversation with them through text or email, you simply want to send an invoice to their email. If you use Stripe or Apple or PayPal or anything like that, it's very easy. Invoice to email, they pay it, you're paid. Or if you're having a phone call and you open up the app like I can on Stripe, I'll just go ahead and take the payment on the app over the phone. Hey, what's your card information? I'll put it in. It's going to immediately send a receipt and the card information. Now I got a customer book. I've made my $150. I'm good to go. Now, all I have to do, because I'm paid, all I have to do is turn around now and dispatch this to a service provider in the area. As soon as I dispatch this, I'm good to go. I'm free to go. So because I got my customer, they paid me. Now I have to find someone to do that work, right? And I always teach you to put the work off about 24, 48 hours. That way you can have time to find your ISP, independent service professional. By the way, guys, if this is pretty simple and you're following and it's making sense to you right now, and I'm doing a decent job of explaining it, put a 1 in the comments. Let me know if I'm doing a decent job and if you guys can follow it. Because I don't want to lose anybody. It's that important. So if I'm doing a decent job and it seems pretty simple to follow, let me know. Put a 1 in the comments so I know that you guys are on board and it's not complicated. So let me know. And also, there it is. Somebody dropped a 1, so I know it's pretty simple. Also, if you guys don't mind, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop it. And if I see it, I'll be able to respond to it because I don't want to keep you too long. Somebody said, how do you find ISPs? Great question. And so, all right, so the ISPs are the ones who's going to do all the work. Is there a website? What do you mean by that? Because your first question was, how do I find ISPs? And you said, is there a website? So, all right, so rephrase that for me so I can understand what you're asking in totality. So, and you're going to dispatch to the ISP. The ISP is going to go off and do all the work. So when I tell you this is hands off and you don't have to do the work, that's what I mean. So is there like a Fiverr or a forum where we find them to create jobs for them? Meaning the ISPs. I don't really teach anybody to go to Fiverr. Reason being is because Fiverr, even though Fiverr is a great middleman company, they connect you to someone who does the work. If you go to Fiverr, let's say you go for graphic design and you find someone on Fiverr, of course they could do it cheap, but now you're involved in the entire process because the Fiverr agent has to do business with you. I just want you to take a deposit and send the work to somebody else. If you do Fiverr, then let's say they want a graphic design for a t-shirt. Now you've got to stay in touch with that Fiverr agent throughout the whole process. We don't want a job. We just want to get paid and dispatch. Now you got to get the information, look it over, forward it to your client, see if they like it or don't like it. I don't like it, send it back. Now get them to do it over. Now they're charging more because you're into a different package. Hey, I need to do another revision of this. The customer don't like it. Now you can see you're in this all the way. And your Fiverr's reaching out to you, you're reaching out to the customer, and then you're reaching out back to Fiverr. That's a job. So we don't want to do that. That's why I don't teach to go to Fiverr. It's much easier to make my money, send the work to somebody else, and go have dinner with my family. That's easier. So how do you find ISPs? Well, I teach you about 5 different ways to find the best ISPs. So I'm also going to teach you how to grade your ISP, how to vet your ISP, how to find and connect to the right ISPs. So I connect to the right ISPs here in Dallas, and I have a system that helps me to do that. Now, let me let you in on a little secret, and this is the truth. When the word gets out that you're providing jobs, you're not going to have a problem finding ISPs. Let's just put it like that. They are going to chase you down. This shocked me because I didn't know that this was coming. But very early in the process, word started getting out that I was providing work for moving companies. And I had people texting me that I didn't even know, blowing up my phone. That's why I teach you not to use your personal phone. We got a hack for that where you're not going to use your personal phone. They were blowing up my phone. Hey, my friend said you have work. You have anything coming up? Let us know. So when you become the person who's sending out the work, the ISPs are going to be finding you. Wait, who's got work? Because they talk to each other. And now they all want to come there because you're not touching any of their money. For instance, an ISP, let's say in the home cleaning service, an ISP agrees to work for a 2-hour job, for instance, and they're going to charge the customer $350, right? Or 2-hour job, right? And let's say the ISP, they want $100 an hour. So the ISP is going to do that job for $100 an hour, 2-hour minimum. This is just an example. So the ISP is going to want $200 paid to them. Now now that I know what they want, anything over that goes to me. So I'm going to go in and charge the customer $350 for the same 2-hour clean. The ISP only wants $200. Let me ask you this. What's my deposit commission? Can anybody tell me? I booked the job at $350. The ISP wants $200. They're going to get their whole entire $200. That's why they want to keep working with me, because I don't touch their money. I just overbook to get the difference. Somebody said $150. There you go. Now I have a $150 deposit that goes into my bank the day of or the next day. Now I've been talking to this customer for 5-10 minutes max, and I have $150 in my account. All I know, if I do this 2 more times today, I got $300 in my bank. Now, 5 days a week, I got $1,500 every week. In a month, $6K. In a year, $72,000 in my account, and I never left the house. And the best part is I'm only booking 2 customers a day. Now, of course, you're going to increase that, but still, even if you did 5 days a week from home while you watch Netflix and hang out with your family and your dog and book 2 customers a day, 10-minute phone call or text message, you're still making $300 a day. Eventually, at some point, you're going to look, 90% of America don't make this, and they have jobs. You make this and you don't leave your house. Now you can, but you don't have to. And so you're going to find the ISPs in a bunch of different places. I teach you how to vet them. I teach you how to vet to find the right ISPs. I teach you how to do research, do homework, contact them. I even teach you how to put them on probation. Yes, we're going to put them on probation because here's our advantage. The ISPs need customers. They're really good at doing the work. They're not good at getting the customers. So we're going to get the customers for them. We're going to partner with them and say, hey, you do the work. We're going to get the customers. So essentially, we're going to do Uber. We're going to say, hey, you do the driving. We'll find a customer who needs a ride. Deal? Deal. Now, when the ISP goes out, they're going to be making their own money. So when this ISP goes out and the customer is ready to pay the $200 balance, that's what the ISP asks for. They're happy because they got all of their money. They didn't have to give anything to you because your money comes from the deposit, not from the work. You're only getting paid through deposits. That's the beauty of this, right? So if you're making, imagine this, if you're making $1,500 a week in one city, say you're in Nashville, and then you're like, you know what? I got the hang of this. And I'm going to stretch my cleaning service out. We're about to start advertising in Atlanta next year. Bam. Now you're in Atlanta. And now Atlanta's doing 2 customers a day. Now you're at double this. Now you're at $600 a day, $3,000 a week. You're getting $12,000 a month. Something you probably never made on your job, and you're doing it from home. All you have to do is be patient. Let me teach you how to do it. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's not hard, guys. Uber and Airbnb, they already do it. They already do it. So we don't have to overthink. We just look and go, wait a minute, what did they do? How does this company work that? Oh, they find riders and they connect them to drivers and get paid? Wait, Uber doesn't drive anybody around? Airbnb doesn't own these homes? Wait, Instacart doesn't own these stores and these restaurants? All they do is matchmake? Oh, let's go. Let's dive in. And so what I do is I teach you how to book this customer using your phone. I give you the scripts, the templates. Again, if you choose, in spite of what industry you choose, and you don't have to have an industry to go into the training. You just need to learn how to do it. I could go into, I don't even need this list. I just need to learn, wait a minute, I can use my phone to find customers, get paid, and then send the work to somebody else. Right, I'll fill in the blank on who I find. I don't need a list. I could be sitting in a restaurant. I could be sitting in Chuck E. Cheese with the kids, right? And then see somebody roll by or have a shirt on or anything. And they might have a shirt or business shirt or whatever. And I'm like, is that your company? Yeah, that's my company. Cool. Who does your shirts? Who does your promotional items? Oh, I go down to this place. Okay, gotcha. Right? Now I can middleman that. Right? I see, oh, I got a printing place. I do my own printing and whatnot. Okay, perfect. Now I know that you're willing to do the work. You're the driver. All I need to find is a rider. And as soon as I find a rider, I'll send them to you and then I'll get paid. Well, how much I owe you for that partnership? You don't owe me anything. I'm going to take my money from the customer. You keep yours. Now the ISPs walk away going, wait a minute, what a great deal. I get all my money, everything I asked for. I don't have to pay them anything, and they keep sending me free work. It's free for them, but you guys make a little money. The first time I did it, I made $50. Not bad. Now I don't want $50. I want to make a lot more than $50. But again, guys, and thanks for spending the evening with me. I know you guys are busy. But again, making money from your phone is the easiest thing. A lot of us have these phones. These phones are $1,200, $1,300, $1,500, and we don't even know how to make enough money to pay the bill. We can't even make $3 a day. This has got to change. These phones changed everything. You can become wealthy just by using your phone. Most importantly, you can become free. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say your bills are, let's say $3,000 a month. This is your bills, right? Now you create a business. My average student does $3,800 the first month. Now your business makes $3,800. Your bills are $3,000. You got an $800 surplus. Don't save it. You know, I tell you, never save money. Use it, right? The poor save money. You're going to use money to make money. So now you have $800 saved, you're $800 over. As long as this business is open, it creates cash flow to cover your expenses. Guess what you don't have to do anymore? You don't have to go to work, trade time for money on a job for a paycheck. You're free. Are you rich? No. But you don't have to be, that's why I did that video talking about you don't have to be a millionaire to be free. If I could just get people to understand that time is the most important thing. However you can get your time back, do that. But if you continue to punch that clock, they're going to buy your entire lives from you. One day, you're not going to have any time to sell, and they're going to send you on your way and put you in a box. And you're going to look back and go, you know what? I should have listened to that crazy guy on YouTube with that pink hat. He said that if I didn't change things, I was going to sell my whole life for money. And that's what I did. And I got nothing to show for it. That company's wealthy. They beat me down, sent me back. And now I'm just waiting to die. To me, that's no way to live. You get one life. I ain't living it that way. Not me. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to learn how to make money from my phone and then use that to change my life. So I told you my first year, 77K, not bad. I did it from the house. Now this year on pace to do $350,000 and we're in 3 different industries now, which helped. We just started my 3rd. But I teach you, look, pull that phone out. Let me show you how to go get a customer for this service business. What does your friend do? Well, my friend does pressure washing. Okay, bet. Let your friend know that you're going to send him customers. Well, my friend says that's fine, but how much am I going to charge? Tell him you're not going to charge him anything. So what does that mean? Wait, how much do you want for the pressure washing? I want to do $500 per house. Okay, gotcha. If I bring you the customer, Johnny, are you willing to do it for $400 per customer? Yeah, I'll do it for it, because you don't have to talk to the customer. You just have to show up. I'll do that. Are you going to do it for $400? Sure, I'll do it for $400. All right, I'm going to go book the customer for $550, or at worst $500. He only wants 4. I booked it for $500 in my account. I talked to the customer for 5 minutes. I got it booked. In a lot of cases, I didn't even talk to the customer. I'll just text and email. And now I got a booking. And now, okay, now that I got this, 3 months later, 6 months later, guess what I'm going to do? I might choose another industry to go into. Or I like this industry so much, I'm just going to open in another city. Well, you can open in another city. Yeah, you don't have to be anywhere. This is done by your phone. Uber operates all over the world. Uber's not all over the world. Their drivers are. As long as your ISPs are there, you can connect with them. I have a home cleaning service in Jacksonville, Florida. I live in Dallas, guys. I'm not there. And I haven't been to Jacksonville in over 10 years. But by chance, I met someone who had a home cleaning service. You know what I'm thinking. Let's work together. She's like, bet, I do a great job cleaning. Say less. Let's go. And now I have a partner there. And every time we book in Jacksonville, just to let you know, we do $125 per deposit. I want to get it higher, but right now we're good. $125 is fair for everybody. So if we book 3 customers, the other day I woke up, no joke, I shared it with my wife, $1,000 sitting in the account overnight from invoices that came in overnight. Now I have a VA. I don't want you to do that right away. I'll teach you how to do that in about 6 months. That way you can be hands off of your business. For the first 3 years, I did everything in the business. That's how I learned this. And then this year in January, I did a couple things. I retired my wife. And I also said, I'm going to hire a VA, train my VA, and she does all the work. So, and it's easy work. She's not physically doing anything. She's just talking to customers, getting paid, capturing the deposit, and then put it into a system, Booking Koala. Booking Koala takes the information. So Booking Koala just simply takes the customer information when she inputs it, and then it will contact all the ISPs in that area automatically. And then one ISP might say, hey, I'll take it. And then it's done. It's dispatched. So I'm hands off. I talk to her only on Mondays for about an hour. And that's all we do. So what I'm telling you is the real deal. Right now, whether you want to change your life or not, that's up to you. I can only tell you what I do and what changed my life. Now, I don't ever want to have a job again, because you know why? I don't want to sell my time for money. I want to be free. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't want anybody to be able to afford my time. Right? I want to spend time with my family. I'm not going to be in this world forever. You're not either. So you got to ask, hey, what's important? I'm trading my time for money. I'm doing everything they told me to do, and I'm still not where I want to be. Something's wrong. I'm in the wrong lane. I'm on the struggle bus. This has got to change. Nothing is affordable. My job's not going to pay me much. I know they'll fire me any day, and I'm left with nothing, starting over. But before I let that happen, I'm going to listen to this random guy on YouTube, handsome guy, and I'm going to let him teach me how to start a middleman business so I can make money from my phone. And that's the difference, guys. The 90%, they won't move. They'll be in struggle life forever. And that ain't even the worst part. The worst part is you actually get to pass struggle life down. Did you know that struggle life and struggle financially is something you actually have to qualify for? Do you know that passing down poverty to your family is something you actually have to qualify for? You have to earn that. Who wants to do that? I've had that happen to me. You don't want to do that. I'm not doing it to my kids. I decided I want freedom. I want time freedom. Do what I want to do when I want to do. I'm not selling my time to you. You don't own me. I'm not coming to your morning meetings. I don't care about your promotions. I don't care about any of that. I got my time. I own it. And I make money while I own it. I do what I want to do when I want to do. I got my financial freedom. And we're making money with this business. So we got financial freedom. My bills cost this. I'm making this. We're good. Are you a millionaire? No, I'm free. You still don't get it. It ain't about being a millionaire. Sure, if you get there, good luck. That's awesome. I hope you get there. Hope I get there. But the main goal is to be free. You make $60,000 a year from your job. Cool. It costs you 2,000 hours a year to do that. 2,000 hours you don't own. I make 60,000 from my middleman business. Neither one of us are rich. We make the same amount of money. Only difference is how we make the money. You make 60 grand by selling your life. I make 60 grand sitting on the couch, doing whatever I want to do with my family. I could be out and about, phone rings, hey, blah, blah, blah. Customer emails me, hey, I'd like to get a quote. Sure, here's a template, need this information, quote back to you. Hey, I like it, I'll book. Bam, here's the invoice, go ahead and pay it. Hey, it's paid, click. All right, info gone. Somebody dispatched it, accepted it, I'm done, I'm free. To me, that's a much better way to live. And that's why I do this. My goal is to teach 10,000 people how to change their lives. 10,000. And so, by the way, if you have a question or comment, drop it right now. Go ahead. Put it in the messages right now. If this is fire to you, let me know. Let me know in the comments. But again, guys, I appreciate that. So here's how it works. Again, you're going to use your phone, just your phone. You're going to promote your business wherever you want to do it. I live in Dallas. I can start a business in Miami tomorrow. I don't have to be there. All I'm going to do is research. Hey, there's customers there. There's a big market there, a bunch of ISPs. Let's link up. I'm going to start reaching out to ISPs, emails, voicemails, text messages. Hey, let's partner. I got some work for you. I might even send them a free job up front. Hey, bam, go, take it. Call me back if it works. Right? Because if you feed them, they'll come back. And say, so I'm going to teach you how to book your customer using your phone. Very simple. I'm going to teach you how to take deposits using your phone. You could either invoice it. I always say if you're texting or emailing a quote, the customer's not going to text or email their card info, so don't ask for that. Just know that, hey, if I'm getting this booking through an email or text, I'm just going to go ahead and send the invoice to the email. But if I'm on the phone, I'll go ahead and take the card over the phone. Right? Then I've now got my deposit. They pay me on average $150. I have some students do more, some do less, but you want to be around here. So every customer I book, I make $150. Bam, that's in my account. 5-minute phone call. I'm feeling great. Now I have to find someone that's willing to do the work. Hey, take that information, email it, or I'm sorry, text it out to everybody in that circle. I got 10 ISPs. Hey, who wants a job this time, this day, paying this amount? Who wants it? I guarantee you that somebody's going to take it right away. I used to have ISPs, no joke. They used to text me in the middle of the night and say this. That's why I don't want you to use your own phone. They used to text me in the middle of the night and say, hey, the next thing that comes through, send it to me, don't ask. What they were saying is, I don't care what you get, send it to us. No questions asked. I'm taking it. And then that's when I started knowing, hey, I've got something here. Let me step on the gas. Let me step on the gas and start helping these guys. And then out of the blue, ISPs started reaching out that I didn't even know. They were like, hey, such and such is a friend of mine. I'm down in Houston. He's in Dallas, but he's saying that you could probably get us some work. Is that something we could do? What? Bet. Let's go. Booking in Houston. But Shon, you're not in Houston. Again, that's the beauty of it. I could book anywhere. All I have to do is find a customer. When ISP asks, how much do you say? Let's see. It went away. All right. So when ISP asks, how much do you say, for example, the ISP, so I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, but I'll explain it the way I think you're asking it. So quick example. All right, so let's go over here. Get rid of my blueprint. You guys already know it's pretty simple, ABCs. So it works like this. So if I have an ISP and my ISP, right? So my ISP is willing to do whatever industry I'm in, right? And we'll just be hypothetical. So my ISP is willing to do the job. We'll go with what you said for 400. That's all they want for the job, right? And then I'll charge the customer, right? We'll see for customer. I'll charge the customer $550 because I know the ISP only wants 400. So whatever I get above 400, that's all mine. But I don't want to just be greedy. I want to be fair. So the customer's like, oh, that's a good deal. I'll work with that. So there's two ways you can do it. You can do it this way, which is a straight up way. And now the difference is deposit commission for me is $150. Not bad. Now, the other way you can do it, because there's two ways you can do it. I teach this. This is a way. There's really three ways. This is another way you can make money with this. I do teach it, but to me, this is the easiest way because it's fair to everybody involved. But the other way would be, all right, the ISP wants to get paid, of course, but the customer is willing to pay me $550 to book. The customer agrees to the $550. They're not going to pay me that. They're only going to pay me the deposit. That's what I'm taking. But the customer agrees to $550. The ISP wants $400, but I decide, hey, look, there's a lot of competition. I got 10 ISPs. Look, man, if you want this job, if I bring you a customer, are you willing to do this job for $350 instead of your normal $400? You're not going to talk to the customer. I'm going to do all that, get the customer for you. Are you willing to do it for $350? He says yes, or she says yes. Now my deposit commission has increased. Now I could ask for $200. That's another way you can do it. And I do teach you how to do that. Now, instead of doing it for $150, now that I know what I could get from the customer, all I have to do is negotiate the ISP down. So I used to do it in moving where I'd be like, hey, look, I'm booking a job for $350. You guys want to do it for $250. I'll take the $100, but I don't want it. So, hey, can I get you guys to drop down to $200? Sure. Somebody's going to say, sure, I'll take it. All right, perfect. Now I'm capturing $150. And that's how I got up to $150, and that's true. The other way you can do it, another way you can make money, and I do teach this in the course, is you can kind of auction off the jobs. So when the market is really busy and the ISPs are desperate for work, say I have 10 ISPs, then I'm going to take the job. Let's say I take it, I make the $150 deposit, I'm paid. Now, all of these ISPs all want the job. They all want it. So I know they're hungry because they've been hitting me up asking for work. So I don't even send it to all 10. Here's what I do. I say, guys, I have a job on this day, customer info, this time, paying this much. But in order to get this job, it's going to cost $50. And the ISP is gonna look at it and go, man, we need work. Invoice me, I'll pay the $50. Now I made an extra $50 because of demand. I've sold, and I've done this before, so I know this works, but only when it's really busy and everybody wants to work and there's not enough work to go around. Now you can start selling the work. Hey, I got a job. I know you guys need work. $50, first person paid a $50 invoice, the work comes to you. And now that's 3 different ways to make money. Does that answer your question? Let me know real quick, because I'm not going to keep you guys long, I promise. Let me know if that answers your question. Somebody say yes, sir. I appreciate it. All right. So, but essentially, guys, in a nutshell, that's how easy it is to be able to build a middleman company. Somebody say yes. Awesome. Awesome. So that's how easy it is to build a middleman company. Now, just to be fair with you guys, because I know there's a lot of fluff on YouTube and all those social media channels. That's not me. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to deceive anybody. So I'm always straight up. In my first year, yes, I did the 77, but I was hoping to be able to move it all the way up to 350, but I wasn't able to do it. Not, at least not in the first year, but after a while, I was able to get to that next level. So we got the cleaning services, the cleaning the offices. So I guess they didn't know I was in here. They almost scared me. So, but again, let me make sure she's good. All right, she's good. Usually I'm not in the office this late, but let's keep going. And, but again, so I was able to take the business this far in 4 years, but you guys can do better than me because I had nobody helping me. I had no idea what I was doing. I was learning the hard way. So what I teach you is I teach you a couple of things. I teach you to go very slow. Reason I say that is because I don't want you to go fast, get too many customers. The money's going to be there. I promise you, you're going to make money. But if you go too fast and you go and start paying advertisers and Google and all of that, your phone's going to blow up and you don't even know what to do. You don't even have all your ISPs. So go slow, do about 1 to 2 customers per day, make your money. My students in the first month right now, they're averaging. The lowest we've had is 2,800, but the highest we've had the first 30 days, 4,800. That's a $3,800 average in the first month. Now, that's not going to make you rich. Remember, I'm not here to make you rich. I hope you get rich. I'm not here to make you a millionaire. I hope you become a millionaire. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm here to make you free. So $3,800 average in the first month. I've only been doing this since February. That's it. And I got 250 students, which blows my mind, which limits me greatly because I'm one of the type of coaches where, and I wish I could sit on here and say, hey, you can quit your job in the first month. I can make you 100K in the first month. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even do that. Right? But I want to teach you how to make money. Now, what level you go to, that's up to you. I'm here to teach you the game, and then you can use it to get the bag as big as you like it to be. It's up to you. Some of you might say, hey, I just want an extra $5,000 a month. If I can do that in the next 3 months, I'm good. That's fine. I just want to teach you that you can leave your job and have a business and live how you want to live. And so students are averaging $3,800 a month in the first month. Not bad. The average deposit is about $125. Not bad. Again, as long as everybody's having success. Now, here's the big advantage. Because if you go to middlemanceo.com, you'll see the masterclass and the VIP. The masterclass is the 8-hour masterclass and nothing else. I've only had 2 people out of 250 students to buy that. And I think they did it accidentally because I don't even really promote it. Now, the VIP is me. You get the masterclass, you get me, you get everything that's included with the masterclass, the templates, the terms and conditions, the agreement between you and the customer, the agreement between you and the ISP. You get all of that. You get the scripts, you get everything that you need to successfully run your business. Help you set up the bank accounts, get the legal, work through the insurances, everything. When you finish the masterclass, you're going to be like, I'm ready to go. I had one student finish the next day, he was starting his business, right? And he's not the only one. But that one sticks out because he texted me like 6 in the morning and told me that. That's out of it. So, but again, if you go to the site, you're going to see the masterclass listed for $997. The VIP. The VIP is going to be listed on the site for $997. Don't worry about that. I told you I had something special for everybody who's going to be with me tonight because I appreciate you. I put a link down below, and I'm going to tell you the truth. The link is limited. So I'm only doing 3 people tonight. And there's a reason, because in the VIP, like I told you, in the VIP, I'm actually going to be working one-on-one with you. So you'll be able to contact me, reach out to me. All my students can tell you. You'll be able to get in touch with me. I can help you with your promotions, help you to grow your business. Hey, what kind of issues are you having? What's going good? Let's work on that. How can we get better? What are you telling customers? What's your average booking? Looking good. Let's keep going. Hey, I want to get into another city. All right, perfect. Let's get together on this day at this time. Let's talk about how to grow your business. Now, I love doing that, but the only thing is I got a lot of students, and so I don't get to do it as much. So I have to limit the amount of people that I let into the VIP because I'm there with you, right? So you get group training, you get access to all the courses, you get access to all the groups, private email, you get to communicate with me one-on-one. I'm here for you. Listen, I did this. I'm doing this. It's successful. So I have no doubt it'll work for you. You just got to put in a little work, watch the videos, go through the trainings, do the homework. It's not hard. I hate school. So it's not hard work. I don't like hard work. I like smart work. So we're going to use our heads and use our phones to make money. So if you click the link, you're going to see it at a discount rate. It's not $9.97. It's actually going up at the end of the month because it's worth a lot more. And I've had students tell me that. One student said, I can't believe you were so cheap. But anyway, it's not always about making a bunch of money. It's about changing people's lives. Use the money to grow your business. So, but if you click the link, you're going to see a discount link. It's going to take you straight to the checkout page at a different price. I'm only doing 3. So the 4th person to click the link tonight, you're going to see it go back to the $9.97. And that's what you'll have to pay. At the end of the month, it's going up to $2,500. Please don't miss out. Take advantage of this, please. And let me help you to do it. So I'm going to be there with you. I'm going to guide you guys through it. I'm going to work with you one-on-one and in group settings. I'm there to answer your questions, there to help you promo, there to help you with everything you need. You will never be alone as long as I'm here. Even if I can't do a one-on-one with you because I have family and I have young kids, then you might just email me or text me and say, hey, I got this question. What do you think? Okay, look, let me look at it. Okay, I like your promotion. Only thing, take this off and then put this back and then go with that. So I'm there all the way. There's only 3 spots tonight. So the first 3 click, you're going to get a discount. Everybody else, you're going to see it at the regular price. My advice is you to take advantage of that right now. Please, please, please don't wake up tomorrow like those people at Tesla did yesterday. Find out you don't have a job. You don't have any other income. I was reading the quotes. Customers were like, we got a life. I mean, the workers were like, we got a life. How could they do it to us? How could they do this to you? I keep telling you that these companies don't give a damn about you. You're not priority 1. Treat them like a side piece the way they treat you. If you learn that and put that into your head that, hey, look, I know this company's winking at me, telling me sweet things, sending me Christmas cards, but I know first chance you get, you're letting me go. But guess what? I'm not going to let it happen. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start my middleman business, start making money. And before you fire me, I'm going to fire you. Now that's freedom. Now, if you're the 90%, you don't want that. You want the struggle life. Go get on the bus. It's leaving. I've been there, done that. No, thank you. You can have mine. Eat off my plate. I'll take freedom. What's freedom going to cost me? I don't care. Time is the most important thing. Get it for me. Let me get it back. Tired of selling it. So the link is right there. Click it. If you have a question or comment right now, drop it, drop it, drop it right now because I'm about to get off. If you have a question or comment, drop it right now. The link is in the comments. Please go quickly. If you're the first 3, you're going to get it. I don't know if you guys have used it up yet because I can't see it yet. But if you're the first 3, click the link, get the course ASAP. Please don't miss it. If you have a question or comment, drop it right now. And it'll be the last question of the night. But again, guys, you can change your life. I've done it. You can do it. It's not hard. Creating a middleman business from your phone is one of the easiest things you could do. Most importantly, it could change your life. Even more important than that and satisfying than that, it'll change the lives of those around you. So imagine if you had extra time. You spend 2,000 hours a year on a job. Imagine if you had 2,000 more hours a year to do what you want to do. What would you do if you only worked 1 hour a day? What would you do? Anything you want. That's the answer. Now, and then I teach you how to hire a VA, and now you work 1 hour a week. Now what do? Whatever you want. Stephanie said, is the course video and group coaching? That's a great question. So the course is a bunch of things. I can't even list them all here, but the course is one-on-one coaching with me. I'm going to be there with you all the way through your journey. Never going to leave you. I'm going to be there. You could text me, Zoom calls, one-on-one, emails, whatever you got to do. I'm there with you because I know it works. It works for me, and I'm going to be there to help you have success. That's my goal. That's my commitment and my promise to you is I'm there. It's video coaching. It's an 8-hour masterclass, probably a little over 8 hours. It's going to bless you. You watch the masterclass 2 weeks later, because I give you about 2 weeks, reach out to us. Let us know that you've completed it. As soon as you do, we set up your one-on-one. And then we start your process and start getting you ready to launch. Because we want you to launch very quickly after you go through the masterclass. Because the money's out there, guys. We just got to get your neighbor to know you're there so you can get paid. Every person that contacts you potentially is ready to give you $150. Come on, you do 5 of those a day, you do the math. Right? And I don't even give examples of that. There were days I was making $1,600. My wife can tell you, I would high five her. I was making $1,600 a day. I was like, oh my God. Right? Because I had never made that. Right? And so you guys can do better because you have somebody helping you. So I could tell you, hey, don't do that, do this. Right? And so that'll help you. So you do get group coaching. You do get access to all of the materials. So we are adding on to the course. You get all of that for free. Everything we add on, we're working on a new course, that's a new part of the course that's going to be added. It's going to teach you how to scale into different markets and scale into different industries. That's going to be in there. You get all of that for free. It's all inclusive. You get group coaching. Thank you. I appreciate it. You get group coaching. You get one-on-one coaching. You get contact information to me. A lot of my students like always say, hey, after 5 o'clock, you can't reach me, but you're welcome to shoot an email and things. And when I get to the office in the morning, first thing I do is try to respond to them. And if you got something that's real serious, hey, let's jump on a call because I want to make sure you're good. Right? So far, nothing but success. Over 200 students. That's good for me. That's great for them too. I enjoy it. My joy is helping people to become successful. That's where I thrive and that's what I love. And then seeing them become successful and then hearing their stories, right? Listen to my students say, hey, look, my dad is 81. You guys saw the interview on my channel. My dad's 81, still working. And I don't want to be like that. I knew I didn't want to be like that. I knew I needed something. And this opportunity came along and I took it and created a business. And now I can share this with my kids. She said her kids were teenagers. She says she was an RN, quit being an RN, started a middleman business, and now she teach her kids to do it. Come on. My goodness. That's what it's about. That almost brings tears to my eyes. You know why? That's generational. Did you know that creating wealth for your kids is a good thing? Come on now. And so I'm going to teach you all this 8-hour class, one-on-one coaching and mentorship with me. I'm going to be there with you, answering your questions and helping you because I love you guys and I know you love me. And you're going to get access to all the course, all the private groups, all the group coachings, all the recordings, all belongs to you. And I know there are people out there with $10,000 courses, $5,000 courses. Listen, it doesn't cost any of that. Go get the course. Get into the training. Click the link. Go to middlemanceo.com, whatever you got to do. VIP, which is all the good stuff, or you can just get the masterclass by itself. The masterclass by itself is $497, and you don't get any of the other stuff. But if you click the link that I put in there tonight, you can get the masterclass with me and all the other goodies. So first 3 people get it. I don't even know. You guys probably use it already, I'm sure. But click the link. If it still goes to the discount price, get it, get it, get it. If you're late, it's going to go to the regular price and you're going to be stuck. So my advice, move quickly and change your life. Get your time back. I want you to know life ain't about money. It's about time. You better get it back. You better be able to buy your time back, or they're going to buy it from you, because you can't afford your own time. You can't afford your own life. They're going to buy it from you and then give you back 65, 75, worn out, waiting to die. You call that living? Not me. Click the link. I'll see you guys in the training. Copy and paste the link. I'll give you about 30 seconds to do that. Click the link, copy and paste, whatever you got to do, save it. Get into that training ASAP. The class is going to be 2,500 very soon. My advice to you, don't wait. Don't you want to work with me? Let me help you to grow your business. All right. You guys have a wonderful, blessed night. And for the 10%, I'll see you in the training. And for the 90%, good luck, I guess. All right, guys. Peace.